Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers. I'm here to talk about Game 25 of the regular season, where the Rangers lose 3-2 in overtime to the Ottawa Senators. And I'm kind of out of things to say. I'm going to try to do a one-taker because, man, oh man, it's not getting better. It's not getting better. The Rangers take Game 24 2 nights ago in Ottawa, where you win 3-1 and you have some things to build off of. You would have loved to have actually crushed a team like Ottawa because, you know, they're bad. A point up, now 3 points up, over Columbus for dead last in the Eastern Conference. And so surely a team like the Rangers, who is supposed to be good and trying to get any semblance of momentum, should crush them, right? You'd thought that, but hey, a 3-1 victory after 3 straight losses, you know, anything's better than nothing. So you come home to Madison Square Garden, surely you can at least win, right? Even if you don't win convincingly, you can at least win. We all thought. Bunch of idiots we are. We thought you might be able to squeak one out. You can't. They didn't. Very didn't. And you had momentum from the game, right? You had momentum from the last game. The defense looked a lot better. The offense looked a lot better, right? The line changes. Cool, we're going to stick with them? Nope, you're dumb. We're not going to stick with them. We changed the lines up because, of course, we did. Why wouldn't we do that? I just want to make sure I was correct with the line change because I don't want to seem like a total idiot, and I say total because, you know. Yes, so we swapped Kravtsov with Kakko. So now the third line was Panarin, Hedl, and Kravtsov. And the second line was Lafreniere, Trocheck, and Kakko. Despite the fact that the lines looked fine last game, and I would have been perfectly cool leaving them like that, that's not what we do. So we switch it up. And the Rangers get on the board first in this game. Kravtsov, beautiful goal, right? Panarin gives him the puck in the offensive zone, takes a shot, goes up the stick, hits an Ottawa player on the face. I'm not sure who it was, but it hits him. Very unfortunate. You hope he's fine. And gets the puck back, right off of him. Keeps fighting for the play. Keeps fighting for the goal, and he gets it. That was a nice play to make it 1-0 Rangers. Goal to feel good about. Goal to feel good about. So you leave the first period, and you have the 1-goal lead. And then the second period comes, and Ottawa ties it. It was Tim Stützle, and it was on a power play, and Igor allowed 3 goals tonight. 3 goals. First one and really the second one were just, I don't put him on him at all. This was in front. He makes the first initial, 15 saves on the puck. And the defense just doesn't give him anything. They don't clear it. They don't even, does the defense even touch it? There are 3 Rangers that felt like around him on this play. I know there were at least 2 around him, near, within stick's length of him on this play. And they do nothing. Nothing at all. Ottawa gets infinite pokes at it until eventually they push it home. And they tie the game at 1. But then, third period. First line out there on the ice, right? They're fighting around for it. Schneider fires one on net. That's another point from Brendan Schneider. That's good to see. And Kreider, I think he tips it in, or tips it on to, why can't I think of it? Talbot. And it drops in front of him. And Mika, hard in the paint. Playoff-style goal is what we like to call those. Just going hard for it. Fighting in the trenches. Puts it home. Mika puts us up 2-1. And they celebrate like they won the damn cup. They celebrated so much on a goal that was early in the third period of a regular season game in the 1st of December. The first week of December, the 2nd of December, I don't care. That puts you up by 1 goal over a team that is sucking the algae off the bottom of the barrel. And we celebrated so much. And the defense and the team itself is just completely incapable of locking down late in games to hold a lead. And it's very concerning. Empty net for Ottawa. They just keep firing it. It was Thomas Chabot. That's who it was. Beautiful feed. And Brady Tkachuk tips it home. Beautiful play by the Senators to tie the game up. Fighting for it. They wanted their point. Under a minute, and they tie it. And it's a goal that just, you throw your hands up if you're Shesterkin, if you're a goaltender. You just What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Igor made so many great saves before that. Right? This could have been tied way earlier in this game. There was the ridiculous glove save that was just a beaut by Shesterkin. He made some great saves tonight. You hope from a goaltender that you get like 2 or 3 big saves that you don't deserve to have. That's what you hope. If the goaltender can, via beaut saves, erase like 2 goals or 3 goals, that's all you need, in theory. Made some great saves tonight. Made a few really beauts. Really beautiful saves. What am I even saying? And then you go to overtime. And did the Rangers even get a shot? We possessed the puck a lot in overtime, but I'm not even sure that we got a shot off in overtime, if we're being honest. We got 2. Didn't even feel like we got that many. And Fox makes this break where instead of firing it on net or passing it around late in overtime, he tries to move in. It doesn't work. And Tkachuk gets sprung for a breakaway, goes 5-hole on Shesterkin, the second goal like that he's allowed recently. That's just a crapper 5-hole goal. And here's the thing, right? Because he's allowed a couple of bad 5-hole goals this season. One in his last start, and one tonight. And people are like, man, he's allowing some bad goals this year. 5-hole's a problem for Igor Shesterkin. It's not looking great. And here's the thing. I'd love a save on that one. I'd love a save on the Kucherov goal. Or the Kucherov move for the goal against, it was the Devils, if I'm not mistaken. I'd love saves on those, right? Because they're really easy. They're just pushed in. You'd love saves on them. You would. Here's the thing. Last year, when we were getting upset at Alexander Georgiev for allowing bad 5-hole goals, the reason we were getting upset is because they were shots from the point, or kind of near the net, or from a weird angle to the side, and he was just leaving his legs open, and the puck would get through him. These aren't those. This isn't Shesterkin just having bad form on these goals. They're breakaways. The league did their research on the reigning Vezina winner, and I make emphasis to that because it feels like people have forgotten about that. Because in sports, it is always, what have you done for me recently? Right, despite the fact that clearly, from what we're seeing this year, Igor drug us to relevance last year. People have been dunking on him, even though I think he's been still above average. I'm not going to say he's been Vezina quality by any means, but he's still been above average this season, Igor Shesterkin. But the league realized, if you have a breakaway, definitely don't go glove side, because he's going to rob you and put you on ESPN for the next week. And if you go for either one of his legs, he's just going to sprawl out and make a beautiful save. And because his legs have great strength, he's just going to kick away the rebounds. He can't even go for that. They did their research. They found out that he is going to hard sell for one side or the other, whether you want to move east to west, go 5-hole. They figured it out. You can't blame Shesterkin for that, because if he doesn't, they're just going to beat him on the legs. Like on the leg side. But again, I'm not mad at him as much on those goals, because yes, you would love one, but this isn't just bad form. This is breakaways because your defense can't do a damn thing. You had momentum from the last game where the defense looked better. The Lingard-Fox pair they were bad tonight. The Lingard-Fox pair reverted. They looked like they gained a bit of momentum in the last game and gone. Miller-Schneider looked solid. Trouba and Hayek weren't bad. They were all right. It's just a rough game. Like, that was just rough. And it's game 25. You know, the first few games of the season, you were like, man, they're looking a little bit rough. Warning signs are there. This could be, they need to start figuring it out. And everyone said, give them a little bit of time. Then it was like game 10 or 12, and it was, the problems are still there. They'll figure it out. We're 25 games in, they haven't. They still look bad. And the problem, the fix, the solvent has to come in-house. Right? It has to come in-house. You can't get anything to them. They're hitting their heads on the salary cap. You're obviously already in the season, so it's not like you can go sign someone, but like trade-wise, you have to be careful because you have to think about money. And even at that, if you want to make a trade, what assets do you have? You don't want to give up another first-round pick, especially at this moment in time where you're not looking too hot anyway. Like, even if you added a really good player, your upside, if everything stays the same, right? If no one just goes, oh, hey, fellas, it'd be really nice not to suck. If that doesn't happen, and you continue to be this way, but you add a really good player, your upside is like what? Playoff exit in the first round, maybe the second? You don't want to give up a first-round pick to do that. You want to keep it. The fix has to come in-house with the players and stuff you have. Like, that scene from Apollo 13 where they're trying to fix the filter on the spaceship and all the scientists are on Earth, like, trying to finagle with the stuff that they know is on board? Just, like, trying to figure out how to fit the square peg in the round hole, literally, in that scene. That's the Rangers right now. They have to figure out how to fix the team with the stuff that they have on the roster. But hey, at least you have a nice long weekend to relax and get ready for the next game. Oh, what's that? I'm getting a call that says it's tomorrow night at 7:30 as you welcome the Blackhawks into Madison Square Garden. Lord help us. All right, I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, but that's all I have to say for the evening. So, thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Rangers.